This is an urgent Bitcoin price update. Right here, right now, we are potentially breaking down out of a bearish rising wedge pattern. We'll discuss this, but we also need to look at this from a more macro perspective. Is the Bitcoin price potentially entering a bear market right here, right now? All serious Bitcoin traders and investors need to watch this video in its entirety. So let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. So let's not waste any time and get right down to it. Now, if you are subscribed to this channel, then you would know that this red box range of confluence has been on my chart for quite some time. We have confluence in this range dating all the way back into January of 2021. So over a year of interesting data right inside this range, folks. And I've been telling you for weeks that if now we are to see the Bitcoin price rebound up into this range here, that it could once again act as resistance. And what do you know, folks? Like clockwork, boom, we test up into the range, get rejected, test up into the range, get rejected, test up into the range, and get rejected. And right now, we painted this pattern here. You can see we have an upward sloping trend line of support, an upward sloping resistance line, and we broke through the bottom, creating a new local low and breaking this upward sloping trend line. Folks, this is what's known as a bearish rising wedge pattern, and now that we have broken this line to the downside, this does increase the probability of further downside action per classical technical analysis theory. And the measured move for this target would be the size of the largest part of the pennant, dragged over to the breakdown point, which is right there, giving us a potential target of back down roughly just below 34,000 USD. Of course, it doesn't have to hit there, but if you'll notice, this is very, very close to our last local bottom. So if this pattern is to play out in its entirety, this is the level that I would be watching for at about 34,000, maybe just a little bit below. And I know that this may be a hard pill for the Moon Boys to swallow, that this was just a correction to the upside in a downtrend before further downside action. But what you have to understand here, little Jimmy, is that when we're trending upwards, we have corrections to the downside before continued movement up, right? That's just normal. In downtrends, it's the opposite. You have corrections up before continued downside action. This is just how markets work. And I've been telling you day after day, stream after stream, watch out for this red box range between 38,500 and 42,000 for potential rejection. Right now, to me, folks, if we do see continued downside action here, this would be expected, in my opinion, right? As this staircase downward has just continued to build for months now, and seeing this go back up to resistance and drop back down, this to me would not only be expected, but does have the highest probability of potentially occurring, in my opinion, right? For this right now to just rocket ship to the upside, the probability for that is much lower, in my opinion, again, right? And why is that? Because we would be breaking this entire downtrend and going right up. The probability for me right now is for this downtrend to continue. Of course, that doesn't have to happen, but what I'm stating is, from a probabilities perspective, for the trend to maintain this downward trajectory is much easier than for it to break this multi-month downtrend and rocket ship to the upside. Let's get this crypto. I hope that makes sense, right? We're looking at this as a game of probabilities, right? That's all we're trying to analyze here. Where is the momentum of the trend? Are the bulls in control? Are the bears in control? Right now, I just don't see anything telling me that the bulls have taken control. Of course, they did move up here quite a bit, but all we did was get back to the range of potential resistance, and resistance has come back in, ladies and gentlemen. So keep this in mind moving forward. Now let's take a look at the Keltner Channels indicator here on the one-day time frame. If you are subscribed to this channel, then you would know that this indicator is one of my favorite of all time for monitoring the momentum of the Bitcoin trend. Obviously, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen rejection not once, not twice, possibly not thrice, but now a fourth time here, ladies and gentlemen, at the middle line. Savage, heinous, borderline ludicrous, if you do in fact ask me, but it is what it is. And right now, you just can't make this stuff up. If we get rejected here once more and drop below the bottom line, folks, this has been the most accurate indicator for this entire Bitcoin downtrend, in my opinion. If you'd like to see my inputs on the Keltner Channel's indicator one-day time frame, these are them right there. And just notice where that middle line comes in at, folks. It's just uncanny. It's right here, smack dab at the bottom of the red box range. Let's get this crypto. It just is what it is. That's what I'm looking for as a chart analyst, right? Is confluence. Are there multiple different things lining up all at once in a certain area to increase the probability, at least the perceived probability, of the direction of the trend, right? So for me, right there, we have this one-day Keltner channel. We, of course, have the horizontal range of tentative resistance. Then back on the 4-hour time frame, which I'll go back to now, we had the rising wedge pattern formation, which has now essentially broken to the downside as well, right? So you can see this is, think of it like a recipe, and the more ingredients that are added into the recipe, the higher the probability for directional outcome, right? And for me right here, there were a ton of ingredients mixed into the pot here, suggesting potential further downside action. And I told you guys yesterday that I was looking for aggressive re-entry for myself here in this trend when I saw that the probabilities increased for either direction, up or down. And ladies and gentlemen, right now, to me, the probability, at least for the short term, does appear to be down. Of course, there are no certainties or guarantees in trading. For all we know, this could rip right to the moon in the next 10 seconds. But for me right now, I told you that I was going to keep you up to date in VIP with all of my real-time exclusive trade setup ideas, entry ideas, and potential take profit ideas as the dawn looks to potentially strike gold again. And ladies and gentlemen, I did keep you up to date in VIP with my latest trade setup idea. And that for me was a short to the downside from above 37,000. Let's get this crypto. So right now, folks, yes, I am speculating short here. I am going to be looking to potentially add to my position, potentially take profit on my position, and essentially look to crush this market to the best of my ability for as long as humanly possible. If you are not already in my VIP and you've been missing out on all of my exclusive trade setup ideas and alerts, seriously, folks, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. And before I forget, this was my last trade setup idea before the one that I'm in now. I took an absolutely massive profit on a short from above 40,000, ladies and gentlemen, played it all the way down to the bottom there, saw the bounce coming, exited for an absolutely juicy gain, and right now I am looking for that aggressive re-entry to potentially crush it again. Right? This is not a hodler's channel. I'm hodling, hoping and praying, Kirby, that one day we'll be going to the moon. Nah, little Jimmy, and your $600 stimmy. Here on this channel, the Don is looking to play this market in and out. Get that profit and move along to the next one. Risk mitigation is very important to me. I am looking for potentially high reward plays with a very small amount of risk relative to the reward that could potentially be had. So right now, folks, as I've told you, I am speculating to the downside here right now. I'll keep you up to date in VIP with all of this. I have my finger on the pulse of the market right now, ladies and gentlemen. Many moon boys over the past several months have just continued to get wrecked. They've taken that trip continuously to Wrecked City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler. They've been losing over and over and over and over again, while the trend has just been definitively downward. There have been multiple opportunities here to open short positions and crush it to the downside. But did these moon boys take it? Nope. What have these moon boys done, actually? They've just continued to stay in their echo chamber. They've continued to only watch videos and consume content that tells them everything's going to be okay and that we're going right to the moon, right? But in reality, we've been in a multi-month downtrend, clinging on by a thread to this support range here from 31,000 to 28,000. If we drop below this range, folks, it could be game over for the Bitcoin price, at least for the short to medium term, right? And I showed you this as well on yesterday's stream. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell ticked and all selected so you don't miss any more of these. And hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. I showed you this yesterday. When we take our Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom of the cycle to the potential top of the cycle. This puts our 0.618 golden fib level right there at this level of support. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. And the 0.618 fib is the most important fib of them all. So if we are to backtest down to this range and we lose that support, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, we can kiss it goodbye. That could be the trap door that opens and flushes this market all the way down towards 20 or possibly even 14K. And for all of the degenerate moon boys that just heard me say that and they're saying, what do you mean 14K? This guy's pulling numbers out of a hat. Well, not quite, Stunod. Actually, we have an average loss for Bitcoin in bear markets of roughly minus 82%. And if you take a look up here with where we are at now, if we take it from the top of our move, drag it down roughly minus 82%, you can see that for me, this does bring us down to about 12,500. But we do have that peak right there that could act as some support. Roughly 14 to 12,000 would be an average market bottom for the Bitcoin price in a bear market. That's just what history says, okay? And we do have a ton of confluence inside this range. Just look at all of the areas that I'm circling. So much historic support and resistance dating all the way back into 2017, folks. So right here, right now, this is what I consider uncanny confluence. I asked you to comment this yesterday. If you're with me here today, folks, again, leave a comment, say uncanny confluence. Let's get this crypto. I look forward to seeing your comment down below. Uncanny confluence. So right now, I know that many moon boys are running around like chickens with their heads cut off. It's chaos, right? These people are living a life of chaos as they continue to get wrecked. And they're saying, Don, what are you doing, Don? What do you mean it could drop? What's chaos and mayhem for these moon boys, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, for me, is just another day in the office. And you may be wondering how, why, how is this possible? Well, I've learned to remove my emotions to the best of my ability throughout time, right? I've been in this space for a very, very long time, ladies and gentlemen, longer than many of you even probably knew what the word Bitcoin was. That's just the truth, all right? And I've lived through this market, through the downs and the ups and the downs, right? I've wined and dined with kings and queens, and I've slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, the Don prefers the wine and queens every single time. Ha ha ha! That's an old one for all of my old school subscribers. Let's get this crypto. But ladies and gentlemen, right now, I am looking to potentially crush this market once again. I see that emotions are at a fever pitch right now. And when emotions are at a fever pitch level, this is when the Don salivates. The Don is ready to eat, ladies and gentlemen. Serve it up. The Don will take a double quarter pounder with cheese, a 4-piece nugget for little Jimmy, a couple of small fries for the hodl train homies, and a couple of real stiff doses of reality for the moon boys in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to feast. I'm going to keep you up to date exclusively in VIP with all of my real-time trade setup ideas, real-time entry ideas, and real-time potential take profit ideas for all of Bitcoin's next moves here as the Don looks to potentially strike gold again. So ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Do not miss my next important real-time trade setup idea and alert. Let's get this crypto. And I'm going to cut the stream there, folks. Wow, I got to get back to my charts right now, back to my VIPs right now as I am looking to potentially crush this next move. So listen, if you enjoyed here today, thumbs up the video for the algorithm. Thanks for the thumbs up. If you're brand new and you haven't already, welcome to the most must-see and most realistic Bitcoin analysis show on YouTube, period. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you don't miss any more of these important updates. Welcome to the channel. I'll see you all in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs. Oh, and before I forget, don't fall for any of the fake Kirby accounts posting down in the comment section. They create fake accounts with a nearly identical username and logo to mine, then they reply to your comments with phone numbers and email addresses trying to get you to contact them. You can see several examples on your screen right now. Do not contact these people. So here's how you can verify that it's my actual real account. It's very simple. When you're watching a video on my channel, my real account will always have a gray nameplate behind my name. I also have a verified checkmark from YouTube. And just to make it even more obvious that it's me, I always leave a creator heart on my comments. Only the channel owner can leave a creator heart. So if you see the heart plus the gray background and the verified checkmark, you know that it's me. If you don't see those things, then it's obviously a fake account. It's as simple as that. They're also creating fake accounts over on Telegram now. So if you are ready to become a VIP, do not go on Telegram and search Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP. You're going to find all fake results. My group is private. When you search that in the search bar, you're getting public results. They're all fake. They're all imposters. So if you're ready to join VIP, the only way to do so is to click the link either in the pinned comment or in the description of my video. If you search for Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP anywhere else, you're going to be getting in contact with a fake. Only use the links in either the pinned comment or the description of my official video. Stay safe and stay smart, my friends. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.